Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. So you must be exhausted. You must be so tired because you have been running through this person's mind all night long. Seriously though, this person can't stop thinking about you. We're going to find out who it is. What are they thinking? Why are you popping into their mind so frequently? What's going on? So let's find out. Sorry for the cheesy intro. This is a fun reading. I really enjoyed this, and it's been a little while since I've done a love reading. So yeah, if you're curious, whose mind have you been on? If you felt drawn to this reading, then this could be a big sign that someone's been thinking about you. So we're going to find out who it is and what are they thinking? Like, what's the situation? Why are you on this person's mind so much? So I'll show you what we have. We've got a few different ways to choose here. 1, 2, 3. Course, or you could choose based on the cards. So I've got 2 cards per group to help you select. So for group 1, we've got the Ram and the Dahlia. The keyword is determination. Something went missing or didn't work right. So don't overthink it. You'll know which one's for you. Group 2, you've got your hands and Rooster and Sunflower, communication. And finally, group 3, you've got the Finch and Peach with more time. So let's take a deep breath together. This might help you, help you decide which one is for you. Let's do that now. Pause the video if you need more time. And yeah, I'm excited to hear what you think of this one. Very detailed, very specific. I find out of all of my readings, my love readings are the most specific. So if you're listening to this and you feel like, hey, I don't know what Liz is talking about, then this one might not be for you today, but I do hope it resonates. But like with all of my readings, it's important to have fun with them. My readings are meant for entertainment purposes. So like I said, if you're listening to this and you're like, nope, feel free to come back to the beginning or just join me next time or just stick around and, enjoy the conversation and feel free to comment below. We've got charms, of course, today, and I also did do letters. So yeah, very to the point reading today, just the most important information you need to know. So I would love to know if this makes sense or if you know exactly what this is talking about. I always appreciate your comments. It's my favorite part. If you enjoy me and you enjoy my channel and you want to support the channel but also become part of my cozy community over on Patreon and memberships, you can definitely check that out below. In fact, I just did a reading, message you're meant to hear, pick a card, as well as a not so much an unboxing, but we did a flip through of this new deck that I am absolutely in love with. This is the Magical Hours Tarot, and I was pretty speechless throughout the whole flip through, but I just loved it. I love this deck. I'm absolutely in love with it. So if you want to check that out and just see all my other videos that I have over there, that'll be linked below. Feel free to join me over there. I'd love to have you. It's a little bit more intimate, a little bit more cozy. Less people watching, so it's just for a smaller collective of people. So anyways, let's dive in. I'll put the timestamps below as well as the information for Patreon and memberships, and we will dive in with group number 1. If you chose the Ram and the Dahlia, then this is your messages about whose mind are you on. So you're on someone's mind and they can't get you out of their mind. Let's find out who it is, what they're thinking specifically. And yours is already super fascinating to me because whenever I'm like setting up for a reading, I usually put music on and I have my coffee. It's just like my little routine. And I pick out what decks I'm going to use. I pick, what I'm using to have you choose from, all of that. So anyways, as I'm listening to my music, this song, and I had already chosen these, okay? So then this song comes on and I'm listening to it. When lyrics just kind of, I'm like, oh, what is this? I want to add this to my playlist. And it's called Mountain Peaks by Steven Sanchez. And I've really been enjoying Steven Sanchez's music. It's very romantic. Anyways, so the Ram and the Dahlia, determination, mountain peaks. So then I Googled, I'm like, aren't rams the ones that like climb mountains? And yes, they are. And it even mentions it in the guidebook. So I thought that was kind of cool. So maybe listen to this song. It's very romantic. And this might, maybe the lyrics might resonate for you, but let me read this to you really quickly. So the Ram and the Dahlia is a card of action. The ram charges up the mountain with steady determination, removing any obstacle in its strong horns. Called the Queen of the Autumn Garden, the dahlia is known for its persistence. It produces flowers in the summer and well into the fall, outlasting most other blooms. So I'm getting like this person's feelings for you they've outlasted a situation, because even with the one you chose, the little card that goes with it is something went missing or didn't work right. And then it says, you have the power to accomplish your wildest dreams. While others may tire or lose interest, you are persistent and will see your ambitions through. So this person's determined. Something about determination to make this connection work. I don't know, but I found that interesting. I found hearing that song interesting. So yeah, maybe worth listening to, or even just reading the lyrics. They might resonate. But let's get your tarot and your oracle and see who can't stop thinking about you. Whose mind are you on? I'm kind of getting the feeling like this person's determined to make it right. Like their feelings have outlasted the situation. Just because something went missing or didn't work right. So I was getting like, okay, this person's determined to make something right. So let's see, group 1. Who can't get group 1 out of their mind? And what are they thinking? Yeah, Ace of Swords. Just fall out there. We'll try that again. Group 1. Who can't get group 1 out of their mind? Judgment. One more. Group 1. Who can't get group 1 out of their mind? The Star. Wow. Okay, let's get one of these oracle cards. This is from the Talisman Oracle. We'll get charms right away too. I kind of want to incorporate charms right away. All right, who can't get group 1 out of their mind? Rebirth. Oh wow. With the Judgment card especially. That's interesting. Okay, let me get a few charms, group 1. A little handful of charms. Oh, look at this. You've got Secret Love. You've got 2 diary charms. So I've got like, I actually forgot that I had 2 diary charms. Secret Love with this diary and my diary. So there's lots of like secret feelings in this connection. This person might not have told you. They could be a Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio. You've got 2 hands too, which is interesting. You've got the 2 diaries and the 2 hands. That kind of makes me feel like this might be mutual, or there might be like, that's kind of what it makes me feel like. It feels a lot like things that went unsaid, things that haven't been discussed, secrets that you both hold. Because Secret Love in my diary, there's definitely like, yeah, there's definitely a feeling of secrets. And then you have the leaf here as well, which can be release. So Scorpio energy, and even, yeah. With the leaf, it's making me think of turning over a new leaf, that expression, turning over a new leaf, especially with rebirth as well. So what I'm seeing, group 1, is this person, that you're on their mind, first of all, you're on their mind, and they've been in like they've been in a period of heavy reflection and personal growth is what I'm seeing. This person does seem to be very hopeful for the chance to be in your life. Very determined, as we saw with the Ram and the Dahlia. And actually, I really wish I knew the lyrics to the song off by heart, because I could kind of recite them to you, but I would listen to this. But yeah, I feel like they're determined to make something right, or to make things work, okay? So this could be a person that you're already in connection with, but there's something about the hands, like it makes me feel like 2 people wanting to reach out to each other to say a lot, okay? So I am seeing communication coming in with the Ace of Swords. I'm seeing possible new communication or information that you weren't aware of. I'm noticing the moon there too. So the moon's making me think of, again, things being concealed, things being hidden, right? Even possibly some confusion. But I'm seeing somebody who's feeling very clear. And actually, the flowers here are reminding me a little bit of the trumpet. Look at that. same kind of flower, right? So a lot of this judgment energy, to get rebirth, the judgment card, and then the Ace of Swords with these little like trumpets, whatever. I don't know what kind of flower that is. You might know, comment below. But in any case, this person they're in a new phase of their life. I feel like they've done a lot of personal reflection and growth. I think that this person might have had some realizations and even made some pretty big decisions, but there's definitely a feeling of clarity in regards to you, in regards to their feelings about you, and they think about you a lot, okay? It's especially like, it's reflective. It almost might even be a bit regretful. I think that there's a feeling of like, I wish I had known this then. I wish I could go back and make this right or fix this. Keeps coming in. Something went missing or didn't work right. They I think see or realize maybe where they went wrong or what happened in the first place. Now, as I say this doesn't mean necessarily that you and this person, that you even have to be interested in them, basically, okay? Just because we're getting this is like coming up that they're thinking about you definitely doesn't mean like you even have interest in them. Although I will say, group 1, this is jumping out to me as like, I think there's things you both didn't say, or there's things you both would like to say. Even if there wasn't anything necessarily that happened between you two that this person regrets, it could just be past regrets or past lessons that this person has learned that they feel hopeful they can kind of carry forward, you know, moving into the future, whether it be with you or just in general. I think this person is in a new place when it comes to relationships, okay? I think they, again, have done a lot of reflection and had a lot of realizations. So it doesn't mean that the two of you necessarily have to have a history or a past, but this person certainly has done a lot of healthy self-analysis, which I think is good, right? And I'm getting realizations, epiphanies, and it's like with the rebirth card, this is a bit of a, I was getting with the leaf, turning over a new leaf. It's a new chapter for them. This deck is beautiful. I just did a flip through and like first impression on my Patreon membership. So if you're interested in this deck, it's called the Magical Hours Tarot. I'm just so blown away with it. The star is a nice sign, okay? The star tells me that like there's healing, you know, there's hope for this connection, or they might have hope for this connection. Definitely determination, which we saw. I want to say group 1, I think that this person might try to initiate contact if you're already not in contact, or there could be a bit of like a revelation or something that they share with you that's like pretty impactful, or, you know, I'm getting like surprisingly, I keep seeing this flower. Look, I just looked up there. It's on this deck too. What is this flower? Please, if you know, please comment it. Because this is a completely different deck. This is the one you chose from, but look, that flower is all over the place. What is that? Anyways, yeah, I lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, okay. I think basically there could be a really interesting conversation with some information that brings a lot of clarity. Getting a very honest conversation. I'm seeing that they're going to be very honest with you. I'm getting that the two of you actually have a lot to say to each other, you know, with these two diaries. Like there's a lot you both still have to kind of like unpack or discuss, or there's a lot that they want to say to you that didn't get said, and maybe you towards them as well. And if this is a new connection, it just could be like the two of you are about to learn a lot about each other. I'm getting that this person doesn't give up very easy on people that they care about. So they're determined to fix things, they're determined to make things right, they're determined to find solutions and work through things. Getting that they're releasing a lot, like there's a lot of, like there's something about something that they're working on releasing with the leaf. Scorpio, I wonder if that's them or you. I'm even getting Scorpio energy from this one as well. This could indicate a new chapter of a relationship, or like even second chances in some cases, or just a new chapter for someone entirely, because you've got Ace of Swords here. So it could just represent like this is a bit of a turning point for this person. But yeah, to summarize group 1, so whose mind are you on? This person, it could be a Scorpio, doesn't have to be, but this is someone you've been on their mind for a long time. This person feels quite determined and hopeful for this connection. They've been through a lot of personal growth, and they've come to a lot of realizations and made some pretty big decisions about you or about just relationships in general. I think that they've done a lot of personal work and growth. I think that there's still some information that is going to come to light, and maybe even some confessions just popped in. Okay, maybe even like a confession or just like information that, again, like they were concealing or didn't, it was hidden, right? It was secret. Or someone's feelings for you entirely could have been secret up until, I think, very soon. I'm getting that this person feels like they may have missed out on their opportunity for you, or messed something up, like messed up their chance. So I think that they're hoping for a second chance with you. So let me know if you know who this is. Let me know if you know what's going on here. Let's get a few letters actually before we wrap up completely. And but yeah, I'd love to know if like you know who this is. I love the 2 hands and the 2 diaries. It just tells me like you both have a lot that you've maybe held back, or a lot to share with each other, or even like similar experiences, similar pasts possibly. Again, the song Mountain Peaks, Steven Sanchez. I just thought that was so cool with the ram and the mountain. Yeah, you've got the word secret there again. Secret, live gentle at. Look for names, initials. Sometimes I see things, sometimes I don't. Really just depends. I see Sarah. I see Matt. Him. Rise. I got like rise and shine. Do we have any? Oh, never mind. We don't have rise. I don't have an E. Roy. Sure wish we had an E. A lot of the words that I'm seeing need an E, but I'll leave that there. Look in the comments if you can't see anything yourself. There's always great suggestions. But thank you so much, group 1. I hope that this brought some clarity, or maybe you know exactly who this is. But in any case, someone's thinking a lot about you. You're definitely on someone's mind, and they're having a lot of realizations and aha moments, clarity about you and about what direction they want to go in. And I think that they're feeling hopeful and for, you know, a second chance or a new start, or just even viewing this relationship as a new start, as a second chance. But anyways, let me know what you think. We will see you next time. 2, if you chose your hands and the rooster and the sunflower communication, then this is your messages for whose mind are you on and what are they thinking? So you've been popping into this person's mind, or they can't seem to get you out of their mind. What are they thinking? Who is it? Let's find out as much information as we can get from the cards. Group 2. So who's thinking of you? You've got confidence and communication. This one has a bumblebee on it. Okay, let's get some tarot. Got charms as well, of course. And at the end, we'll do some letters too. See if you can find any words. So stick around for the end. Group 2. I just got the urge to say, if you're new here, welcome. I feel like someone just watched me for the first time and chose group 2. Hello, welcome. I hope you'll stick around. Group 2. Okay. Whose mind are you on, group 2, and what are they thinking? Ooh, King of Pentacles. You know what's funny is I flipped this over. On the reverse is financial security. So it could be something about this person. They're very confident, very financially secure. Or that's just something that's like heavy on their mind at this point in their life, or just where they're at in life. Group 2, whose mind are you on? And what are they thinking? This is like a King of Pentacles type energy. Whose mind are you on, group 2, and what are they thinking? Something about their hands, your hands could be relevant, holding hands. Group 2. I don't know. I'm getting this person's very confident, and they might be more physical. Like, they might build things with their hands, or just be very like tactile type of person, or I'm getting like, yeah, just like building things with their hands. I'm seeing hands that are like, I don't know. I have such a thing for hands too. Like, I don't know. Sometimes when I see a man's hands and they're just like, they look like they've been like building something. I don't know. I don't know. Like something like that's coming through. Two. Yeah, something about they build or they create. They're very physical though. This person's very physical. Group 2. Who has group 2 on their mind, and what are they thinking? Get some more detail. Who has group 2 on their mind? What are they thinking? 5 of Cups. Let's get one more. Who has group 2 on their mind? 8 of Swords. Huh. All right. Okay. Let's get a few charms. Go for a walk, the light bulb, the leg, the circus tent, and the teapot. All right, so group 2. So I do see somebody who is very stable in their career, where they are in life. They work hard, okay? They work hard. I'm seeing with their hands. I knew this would, like, these cards were part of the selection, but there was a reason for them. So again, it could be something that they do with their hands. Now, what I'm seeing from this person is a feeling of disappointment, loss, or regret. So that could be what it's kind of coming through as is. Maybe this person is focused so much on financial security, you know, building up their business, making their money, focusing on work, whatever the case may be, that they feel like they've missed out. But there is potential there, okay? There's potential there, but I feel like maybe they feel as though they've missed out on this one area of life, because finances are coming up pretty strongly. It was coming through as like the undertone of what's going on here. And then you've got 8 of Swords. So that suggests to me there's a feeling of like powerlessness, or even potentially overthinking, which I actually don't think that this person typically does. I'm seeing with confidence, like they're a very hard worker. I see the B, okay? So this person, like, I think that they're an early riser. I think that they get up early for work. They get home exhausted, then they go to bed. Like, so I feel like they've neglected those emotional parts of their life. And I think at this point now they're like, you know what, I kind of miss being in a relationship, or this would be nice. Like, I wish I had made more time for this. I think that they might have a lot of responsibility with work. I think that their life might be a little bit hectic. I'm seeing that they might want to go for a walk with you, and I see that this person's very physical, outdoors specifically, very like an outdoors person, loves going for hikes, I'm getting that they ride their bike, they want to be outside, they might even climb mountains, or like I'm getting hiking specifically, like rugged terrain is coming through. Something about like climbing rocks. I'm getting like there's a very outdoors sort of vibe to this person. I'm getting that they feel somewhat trapped by circumstance right now, and I don't know what that circumstance is. I feel like it could be work or something to do with just their life that they've built. But I am feeling like they feel somewhat powerless in this situation, or they feel like they can't take action, or they feel trapped. Okay, this is a card of feeling trapped or stuck. And they also may be overthinking things a little bit to a certain degree. I want to say though, group, to something that they're doing is contributing to the situation. Like this is like they've put themselves in a situation that's complicated. I don't think you've done that. It's just like I'm getting the phrase they're their own worst enemy. I actually want to read communication to you and see if we get anything from the Rooster card. Okay, so it says, this is the card of a good leader and a kind king. Yeah, I see like this person is perhaps very generous, or they're in a position where they can be very generous. It says roosters wake before the rest of the farm, alerting everyone to the rising sun. So they might not also have a leadership position at work, or something that they do for work is like they're in a leadership role. They are protective of their territory and self-confident. So that could describe this person as well. Maybe a little bit protective, a little bit territorial in some ways, and very self-confident. It says they're good communicators, honest and capable. The sunflower is often the tallest bloom in the garden, rising high and turning its face towards the sun. While it may hover over other flowers, it bestows warmth and joy on any garden. So yeah, I'm getting honestly like what this person does for career or for work. They're kind of high up, you know, in a way where they might be in a leadership position. I like how this card too mentioned the tallest flower, and then this, like they're holding this like tall flower, right? And it's not a sunflower, but it kind of looks that way. Okay, let's continue. It says, yeah, so I'm getting this person is very warm, okay? And something about them I think is comforting, generous, giving, down to earth. You know, they're confident. They might come off a little intimidating, but I feel like when you get to know them, they're like really quite warm and inviting. It says you are well suited to positions of authority. Remember that clear and open communication is key to successful leadership. And that's the thing, is this person I think does communicate very confidently. You've got communication and confidence, but there's something right now to do with disappointment, regret, loss, okay? And feeling like it's out of their control. A situation is out of their control. And what's interesting is this person usually is clearly the one kind of in control of so many areas of their life. But with this, when it comes to you, they kind of stuck in a little bit of limbo, or there's a feeling of like, okay, I can't take action, or I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say. There could be overthinking. I'm seeing things in their life are a little bit hectic right now, okay? With the circus, I just get like hectic busyness. The light bulb could have to do with like clarity, aha moments, illumination, something being illuminated. Go for a walk. I was getting not only that they like to go outdoors and go for walks, but that they might want to go for a walk with you. And the tea is making me think of warmth, friendship. It's just a comforting kind of cozy charm. And actually I'm noticing it with the teacups here. You've got all these teacups, you've got the teapot. Like maybe you bring a sense of warmth into their life. I am seeing there is still hope in this connection though, because like just these two cups, like there's still potential there with this plant growing out of one, but they're just fixated. Like they're sad right now. And again, I can't really exactly pinpoint why, but they're sad, or they're fixated on something right now that they're lacking or missing. I will say this person right now, when it comes to love and you, they're their own worst enemy, okay? There's a little bit of self-pity going on, a little bit of a pity party. We all have them, okay? And they're kind of standing in their own way. So I don't know exactly why they're doing that. Got the leg. This can be like putting your best foot forward. It can also represent stepping into a new experience. Okay, so group 2. I went to go get this book. Okay, the confidence card. It talks a lot about like confidence and self-esteem, being influential, leading the way, which is interesting because we already got leadership. But this is what jumped out at me. This person's afraid of making a misstep. Okay, it mentions here, don't be afraid of making a misstep. That's what that made me think of. So this person's like overthinking this or afraid to make a misstep in some way. But yeah, to summarize, basically we're looking at the person who can't get you out of their mind, very confident, leadership role, secure or stable job position, or what they do for work is sort of in a leadership position. I'm seeing they work with their hands, or they're just a very physical person, or something about hands is important. They are an early riser. They like the outdoors. They like to get outside. They want to go for a walk with you is what I'm seeing. Right now, their life is a little bit hectic. They tend to be their own worst enemy, or very harshly critical of themselves. And they tend to like, I will say, I think this person likes when things go their way, which I guess, you know, who doesn't? But I'm seeing that right now they're having a bit of a pity party. There's some regret, and they're not seeing all of the potential there, or they're missing something right now. And right now they might be a little bit of their own worst enemy in a certain way. But they're possibly feeling some clarity, or something's being illuminated for them. There could be like a conversation or like some opening up of some kind with the teapot, and they're afraid to make a misstep or like misstep with something. So let me know if this is making sense. Let's get you a few letters. I love that. King of Pentacles. Yeah, they're confident. All right, let's see what your letters come up with. Definitely look in the comments because there's always suggestions. So you've got believe, can. I like believe and can. Like this person, they make things happen. Like they've been very blessed either financially or just career-wise. They've been blessed that way. So very confident. Charismatic, just came through, very charismatic. Generous, that's one great quality about them. I'm seeing generosity. You know what's funny too? Like, I like to keep my readings PG for YouTube, but like, when I was saying very physical person, that also means like intimacy-wise, like very, very physical, passionate. And it's funny because the King of Pentacles, I used to kind of sometimes reflect on like which of the kings would be maybe the most ideal partner. And oftentimes, physically, I would always kind of just jump to the conclusion that, oh, well, of course, the King of Wands, right? The most passionate. The King of Wands exudes a lot of the qualities that we're getting from this person, actually, with the communication and the confidence, this fiery energy. But this brings in a grounded energy. And the King of Pentacles is actually like, would be the most in tune with like, I like to keep it PG, but like things that feel good, okay? They'd be, okay, I'll leave it there. But anyways, I'm seeing like maybe your physical life would be, or is very satisfying with this person. I see Jet. May, something about the month of May. You've got boat, which is interesting. So if you look in the hair of the person on the Five of Cups, there's a boat in their hair. So maybe something about a boat, travel by boat, a discussion about boats. Do we have an N? No. Or do we? No. Sometimes I think we don't have a letter and then I'll be editing. I'm like, we did have the letter. Trying to see if we had money. T-Rex. Something about a T-Rex. But yeah, that's why they can't get you out of their mind. There's some sort of regret or disappointment or, yeah, feeling of like maybe they missed their chance or, yeah, this person, as far as this goes though, I feel like they're getting in their own way or they're being a little bit of their own worst enemy, like I said. So let me know if this makes sense for you, group 2. I'd love to know, and we'll see you next time. How are you? If you chose the Finch and the Peach, then this is your messages. You also have more time. So maybe this person wants more time with you, wishes they had more time to get to know you or talk to you, or maybe when you're with them, time goes by too quickly. Let's find out. But this person can't get you out of their mind. So let's find out who it is and what are they thinking when you're on their mind all day. What's going on? Group 3, what is going on? Cast away negativity. Cast away negativity. Group 3. Who can't get group 3 out of their mind? 2 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 5 of Wands. Wow. And you've got Ace of Cups on the bottom. All right. So you're, what I'm getting, group 3, is you're helping this person sort of like sort some things out. You've got, this is a very interesting and beautiful 5 of Wands. It's interesting because it's different than any 5 of Wands I've really seen, because they're not in the midst of the conflict, the debate. It's like they're walking away. So what I'm getting is this person, yeah, my initial feeling is you're helping sort something out for them, okay? You're helping them work through something or figure something out or even make a decision. You are a very positive person, okay? Now, this one, there's an undertone that I'm picking up on. This person gets a lot of positivity from you, all right? And I think their life is, their life is complicated and may have, there may be a situation in which like there's some negativity, or you give them a little bit of reprieve or an escape from something quite negative in their life, which is good. That's great. But as long as it's not at the expense of your own peace or bringing any of this negativity into your life, okay? Because you don't want that either. But if it's not affecting you in any negative way, you are helping them sort out a negative situation or something. You're bringing into their life a sense of relief, a sense of positivity, and a very uplifting kind of feeling. And I do feel group 3, actually, there's that King of Pentacles came up in group 2. Keep noticing that King of Pentacles. Anyways, yeah, you bring about a feeling of relief, and I think that this person could easily fall in love with you. And I think that might be the start of what's happening, is this person falling in love with you. And I think they might put you on a bit of a pedestal in a certain way. Like, they think very highly of you. They like talking about you and bringing you up to people in their life. And they're also, I'm getting very proud of you. Like, they're proud to be seen with you. Yeah, there's a sense of like, they're really proud to be in your life. There is a a lot of intensity. There's a lot of wands energy. You have all wands cards. So there's lots of intensity. I'm seeing a physical attraction, a very strong physical attraction that is blossoming or has the potential to blossom into love. Now I want to read the Finch and the Peach to you. This person could be like in the midst of some sort of conflict within their life that they're really trying to overcome, and you make them feel, I just got that that's possible, or you just make them feel, you just give them I think a confidence boost, honestly. Something about you, your positivity lifts them up. There's something I'm picking up on, like, just to tell you, as long as it's not coming at the expense of your own peace, you know, as long as it's not inviting any drama or conflict into your life. I am seeing the attraction between the two of you as mutual. I see that the two of you laugh together and have a similar sense of humor as well. So you two laugh, or you will laugh. And you know what? These readings are timeless. It could be someone you haven't even met yet. All right, let's read the Finch and Peach. Okay, so love is in the air when the finch and peach appears. The peach, a sweetly scented, heart-shaped fruit, has long been associated with fertility, sexuality, and love, and the lively finch symbolizes exuberance, enthusiasm, and excitement. Your vibrancy and charm have led to a blossoming romance. Yes, it's like, I'll put it this way, group 3, and I'm sure this person's great, but like, it's your vibrancy, it's your charm, it's your magnetism, okay? And I know it sounds like I'm maybe being a little bit biased, but it's you. You're the one. You're the reason why this is magical. And then it says, be open to and accepting of love's many delights. I do want to quickly look at Castaway Negativity, see what it says. All right, so choose carefully your friends and the people you surround yourself with. At times, you may need to temporarily distance yourself from people who cannot see your vision and who are not in the place to understand your opinion and feelings. Okay, so that is super interesting that says that with this image, because this person might be in the midst of like walking away from a friend group or a situation, a relationship, a place of work. Okay, this is good. I think that this person's making improvements in their life. I think that they are making plans for the future, and I think that they're trying to move in a better direction, in a positive direction. They're making some decisions, but they are in the midst of distancing themselves from a situation that's really negative. Again, like how this pertains to you, I'm not really sure, because I mean, it's coming up in your reading. So I think that this person gets a lot of support from you. And again, like that card said, there's a vibrancy to you and a feeling of feeling uplifted and supported, and you cheer them on, right? So you bring in a sense of positivity that I think they weren't getting previously. So allow them time to grow stronger and try to see why they feel vulnerable. The rose in the snake's mouth represents kindness. So yeah, you're kind. You're a kind person. Soften the negative words and thoughts by adopting a positive attitude. Consider whether it's more important to be right or to build a happy and peaceful presence. With a bit of kindness, you might be able to turn the currents in your favor. So this person feels like the currents are turning in their favor when they're with you. And maybe that's why we have more time, is they want more time with you. Consider whether it's more important to be right or build a happy and peaceful presence. With a bit of kindness, you might be able to turn the currents in your favor. Playing games is not the path you want to take now. The sword in this card is a symbol of protective power, but also honor and justice. For some watching, this won't resonate for everyone. This person could be in the midst of a legal battle of some kind that is about to come to an end or get sorted out, okay? Because again, I can't ignore this 5 of Wands. It just feels like, okay, the battle is over, okay? Or something's done here. Something's been, at least for now, put aside. So yeah, this is a symbol of protection. I'm seeing that they do appreciate your kindness, your softness. I love the word vibrancy, because that's what I'm getting from you, is just your vibrancy. I'll tell you, they're very attracted to you. Like, extremely attracted to you, but there's something that they're like sorting out or trying to figure out, or they're in the midst of something rather complex and potentially a little bit dramatic. But the good news is I think it's getting wrapped up, essentially. They're looking forward. I see that they plan a future with you, or they tend to daydream a lot about a future with you, or like, what would that be like, or where could we travel, that kind of thing. It's interesting too to get the card of victory with the Five of Wands, because this person might be at a point in their life where they feel like they've overcome or they're victorious with something, like they've overcome some sort of challenge, or they're in the midst of overcoming something. They're banishing negativity out of their life, and you bring in, again, that sense of vibrancy and excitement and this uplifting, really happy feeling. And they think very highly of you. They appreciate your support, but I think they also want to support you too, or they really, I'm getting that they speak very highly of you. Like when they talk about you to friends, like it's very complimentary. And there's real feelings developing underneath the surface here, okay, with the Ace of Cups on the bottom. Like there's real feelings starting to develop. It's still early, okay? I'm not seeing this as a necessarily an advanced connection, meaning like I think it's still new, okay? I think this is still sort of at the beginning stages or the early stages of it, but there's definite attraction. This person I'm kind of getting that they want to wrap up this negativity, or whatever this negativity is represented by. They'd like to move on from it. They're ready. Let's get a few charms. And we'll get some letters. All right, you've got an 8, okay? So that could be a clue like birthday or lucky number or date, month. Well, we're still in August as I record this, but it's almost done. You've got your persistence will pay off soon. So yeah, there's something that they've been persistent with, or they've been trying to overcome. They feel like their persistence will pay off soon. You've got 9, 10, 17, 20, sorry. I have my glasses on too. 26 and 43. You've got the Ace of Cups again. Yeah, so Ace of Cups, there's definitely like love forming or like blossoming. There's potential. There's feelings developing. You've got there's new hope for projects you had almost given up on with Candle. So that they're finding their spark again, okay? Their fire again. They might be interested in things that they used to be passionate about, their passions, their interests. A lot of fire energy, because you've got the Candle, all Wands cards, so much fire. But yeah, they're revisiting old passions and hobbies, or they're feeling a new fire or hope for something that they had almost given up on at one point. And then you've got the door. The door is like closing the door, closing a chapter, opening up a new chapter. It can represent opportunities. I'm getting more of like, the door just slammed, like closing the door on something. So they're trying to banish this negativity and not welcome it back into their life anymore going forward. I think that they're generally a very positive person. I'm seeing that they're a very romantic person, but they are in the middle of some sort of challenge that they're overcoming, but it is playing a role, okay? This in some cases could represent even just conflict that they're going through internally, right? Just decisions, internal conflict, confusion, and they're trying to banish away that negativity, even if it's not so much about outside circumstances, which I actually feel like it is in this case. If it's not that, it's just maybe just trying to have a more positive outlook and trying not to overthink and just kind of be in the moment and enjoy this, this exciting rush of a time of like falling in love and getting to know you and their feelings for you. So yeah, let's get some letters, group 3. I'm curious to know if this resonates though. Yeah, very interesting. Let's prop these up here so you can still kind of see them. Okay, some letters. Comments. You've got gentle, saw, hug, could represent like more time, could represent they need more time with something. sort. It's making me think 5 of swords, or 5 of wands, pardon me, sorting something out. Even the 2 of wands. There's definite conflict here. There's no avoiding it. Eat. You've got the word and there too. Yeah, I don't really see. I don't see anything jumping out at me right now, but I'll let you look. If you need to pause though, definitely feel free to pause. Take as much time as you need. I see lesson, like they've learned some sort of lesson. Is that how you spell? Do you ever look at a word and you're like, oh, that's not how you spell it? Yeah, it is. But suddenly a word will look kind of strange. You're like, wait, is that how you spell it? Coffee. I'm seeing this as a very uplifting connection though. One with a lot of potential. Art. You may have a similar appreciation for art, including music, movies, anything like that. I was getting a similar sense of humor. But a similar passion for things. They're definitely at a point though, they're trying to cast away negativity or leave negative situations, people, and places behind. So let me know what you think, group 3. I hope that this resonated. I'd love to hear in the comments your thoughts. And yeah, we will see you next time.